Hi, my name is Kristen Rosa, and today we're going to talk about 4 things you can do to support someone who's received a prenatal diagnosis. As someone who received a prenatal diagnosis in the past, these are things that people did for me, and I found them really, really helpful. So, number 1, be there for them. It might be tempting because you feel awkward, you don't know what to say, to just not say anything at all, to not reach out. But that is not the thing to do. You want to show your friend or family member that you do care and you are there for her. Or maybe it's the father of the child, and you want to reach out to him. Please do. You can call and just say, "Hey, how are you doing?" And you don't pressure them to say anything. They may not be ready, and obviously just respect where they're at in the process. If that feels a little too much, just send a message. Hey, I'm thinking of you. I'm praying for you. Uh, Let me know if you want to talk. I'm here for you whenever you're ready. Let me know. And then, send another message a few days later or a week later, and just keep letting that person know, hey, I'm here for you. Maybe you want to go out for coffee with them or plan a small coffee date or something with a group of friends. And again, maybe they're not ready for that, but they might really appreciate that, just to know that, life is still going, and life is still worth living, and that she or he still has people in their lives that care for them. So you know your friend, you know what they might like, but I would definitely recommend to reach out. They need to know that they're not alone during this time. Next, offer practical support. So, there are a number of things that you could do to support your friend. You could offer to bring them a meal or bring them a gift card to a grocery store or a restaurant so they don't have to worry about food. For me, worrying about food, thinking about it, thinking about cooking and shopping is one of the things I dislike the most in this world. So having a meal is like the most amazing thing. So maybe that's something you can offer. If they have children, you may want to just offer to take the kids for a few hours so that your friend has an opportunity to just rest, take a bath, pray, go on a walk, and just have time to process, the future in this diagnosis. And or maybe you want to offer to take the kids while she goes to her next ultrasound, her next doctor's appointment. So that can be very helpful practical support. um, you could offer to clean her house. She might just be feeling, well, with pregnancy, you often don't feel well, don't have a lot of energy, and that might be something that she just really appreciates. If you like to give gifts, I mean, find something maybe that she'll like, that will be meaningful to her, or something helpful, or maybe a massage. Give her a gift card for a massage, or something like that. A spa day. Um, but that can be really, really helpful. So yeah, I'm sure you have other ideas, um, but these are just things that might really just let her know, hey, you're there for her, she's not alone, and that help take a little bit of the pressure off. Also, if you're a believer, just pray for her. Even if it's just a phone call, just or a voice message, just leave a voice message, just of a prayer, just praying for her, that the Lord would comfort her and give her strength and peace, and yeah, just wisdom with just everything that is coming. And I'm sure she will really appreciate that from you. Okay, the next idea is, as she gets along, like goes along in the pregnancy, there may come a time where meals really become a necessary thing again. So, for example, for me, I was pregnant with twins, and my son received the prenatal diagnosis, and for him, it was really, really important that I get to 38 weeks in the pregnancy, because he needed as much time as possible for his lungs to develop before being born. And I had a 3-year-old son to take care of. He was a handful, and I was huge with, my twins and in a lot of pain. And it was just really important that I didn't exert myself too much because I needed to get to 38 weeks. And so a friend of mine, she prepared a meal train. She gathered some women in our church, put together a schedule, and they started bringing me, I think, 3 meals a week to us. And boy, that was just really helpful, really, really helpful. It took a lot of pressure off of me, and yeah, so you might want to consider doing that if that's something that you think your friend might need. And then the last thing I would suggest is invite your friend to join your small group or mom's group if she's not already involved in something like that. Because having, friends and emotional support is just so important when you're going through something as emotionally difficult as a prenatal diagnosis. So I thankfully, I thank the Lord for this, but I was involved in both a small group and a mom's group. And the mom's group took place at my church, and we always stayed afterwards for some prayer time. And I remember those times, and it was just wonderful to be surrounded by loving friends who knew what I was going through and who I could just, you know, I could trust, and I could share about what was going on, and how I was feeling, and what I was thinking, and then also our small group, offered our family just a lot of support. So, if you can offer something like that to her, or your, the couple, I'm sure that would be a blessing for them. And yeah, so those are my ideas. I hope this is helpful, and thank you for listening. Oh, one last thing. Um, Feel free to check out my website, kristenrosa.com. You'll find my book on the website, and maybe this is a book that would be helpful for your friend. I wrote it to help couples who are going through a prenatal diagnosis, just to give them hope, to help them to put their eyes on Jesus and to trust the Lord with the outcome um, of their child's life. And yeah, so you can find information about the book on my website. You can also find resources. And yeah, I'll put the link down below. All right, take care.